The publishers of the world's most printed and translated book know what they're talking about. That's the reason why "in the beginning is the word" is printed in the beginning of the world's most printed and translated book. And "in the beginning is the word" means exactly that the word is in the beginning of everything. I say everything because I know my words well before I use them. I struggle to understand and accept. In the beginning is the word myself for the better part of my life. I wanted to know if in the beginning is the word, what existed before words? I found there are no two ways to explain it. Nothing existed before words. Because before is already a word. Nothing could be named because to name anything took the invention of the word first. Once words got invented, 13,750 years ago, the word users named everything you have a word for, including universe and you. That's how, 13,750 years later, everything you know became a word, hence became knowledge. The word is the invention that makes knowing possible. For word users. Word users are the only species defined not by biology, but by the cognitive technology of words. It's also the only word-using species on Earth. The other estimated 12 million wordless animal species refuse to use words to this day, which explains why we are here and they are not. How do you know when a word is a word? We live in a world of words that sit on our noses as glasses. Everything we look at, we see through them. That proves how little we know about them. To most of us, it doesn't even occur to take them off. Here is how you know that a word is a word. A word by any other word in is a word. Everything you know is a word. Everything that can be known, named, thought, or experienced is a word. Everything else you have a word for is a word. Everything you respond to is a word. What you're aiming for is a word. If what you're aiming for wasn't a word, how would you know what you're aiming for? Word facts. Words don't describe the world, they create it. A word couldn't be anything else if it tried, because the only way to deny a word is by using it. The word is the only thing in the world that can be denied only by confirming it. Writing about words is possible only through the medium of words. The medium of words made all subsequent media possible, including social media. Some word users want to use words while others want to get used by words. Some word users want to abuse words while others want to be abused by words. Some word users keep their word while others break theirs. To say of two words they are identical is nonsense. To say of one word it is identical with itself is to say nothing. What a word means, a sentence cannot say, said Ludwig Wittgenstein. Using words to talk of words is like using a pencil to draw a picture of itself. On itself, impossible. Says Patrick Rothfuss, real is English pronounced Spanish. Had the Spanish real been translated, English word users would know it means royal. So if real is Spanish for royal, can a change of words change your experience of reality? Of course it can, except it's not that simple. To change your experience of reality takes a change in attitude, in how you trust your eyes and ears, and also in your words. If you don't know how to achieve any of these four, ask me for a copy of The Simplicity Code. I'll be happy to oblige. When words control you, means everybody and everything with words can control you. Use the space between words in your response, because in this space, you are free to decide your response. In the hands of enemies, words cause confusion, problems, stress, and overwhelm. How many enemies do you have? You alone can answer the question. The invention of words revolutionized evolution. It divided time into the time before words and the time afterwards. During the first 99.9997% of the time before words, only a few inventions took place and they took forever to complete. The opposite is true for the 0.0003% of the time afterwards, when many inventions happen so fast that word users struggle to keep up and stay up to date. In the beginning is the word means that also you began without words. You learned words only after you were born, between the ages of 1 to 6, average. As the chicken was the egg's idea for getting more eggs, so the word user was the word's idea for getting more words. The question, of course, did the word's strategy work as well as the eggs? Well, we've gone from one word, the first 13,750 years ago, to billions of words now, which is more than any word user can count, know, or manage. By this evidence, it's a winning strategy we can only assume exceeds even the word's wildest expectations. But words don't talk, so we'll never know. Don't get me wrong, I'm not saying words are everything. All I'm saying is words are the monopoly of word users. The world in which we exist is the world our words allow us to exist in. Word users cannot escape words by renaming them, for they only rename the walls of the word prison we're caught in, and none are more hopelessly enslaved than those that falsely believe they are free of words. However, even a prison is a home when you have the key. Billions of words at every word user's disposal means we now exist in the world of words of our own making, in which the only way to self-realization is by way of understanding how words work. To understand how words work, you must not only understand what words are, what words do, and what words have, but also that these three are different stories entirely. Because writing was invented only 8,750 years after the invention of words, we'll never know what the first word spoken on Earth had been. But we do know that the first that spoke the first word on Earth wasn't human, nor Homo sapiens, nor a person. The first that spoke the first word on Earth was an animal that crossed the threshold from sensing to knowing. We, the word users, are the only species defined not by biology, but by the cognitive technology of words. We began not with fire, not with tools, not with gods, and not with anything else taught at school either. Word users began with words. Words are all we have, said Samuel Beckett in his 1969 Nobel Prize for Literature acceptance speech. The word is our monopoly, but we breathe, eat, drink, eliminate, procreate, sense, enjoy, and behave just like every other wordless mammal. In the beginning, as the word does more than reinterpret the past. It reframes it and changes how the meanwhile 9 billion word users see themselves. The story of how it all began, the story of words, deserves to be continued, because for reasons known only to our governments and school boards, the story of words is still not told at school, because it would be the end of religion. Imagine that. I wonder if you can. In the meantime, we use words to be at war against each other and against nature. After we win, either of those wars will be lost. That means we will be extinct. Nobody will be there to witness how the wordless celebrate our demise. How about the wordless world? Well, in the wordless world of the sun, energy, fire, air, earth, water, atoms, cells, plants, wordless animals, mountains, valleys, oceans, stars, and moons. Everything is accomplished. Every cell is numbered, like every grain of sand. It's hard to convince a lioness to give you meat by promising her more meat than she can eat in lioness heaven. All the rivers run into the sea, yet the sea is not full, and the deaths of hunters and prey allow for the existence of another.